Credit is king. Credit is king, personally and for business. Anything that you can roll off to business.
So you saying right now, a lot of these companies, they paying their salary on credit? They paying most of that
on working capital, but we're using established credit
to gain working capital.
Just think about it. We pay for insurance policies we rarely use. You feel me? This vehicle is insured heavily, and Lord knows you probably would never get in an accident. But that premium's going where? It's been taken from you to trade and exchange. And that's what working capital does for the small business. You are now able to even have buying power for different merch or for different services that you may want to tap into, given that you have a sound, stable business. If you got a rinky-dink flip, trying to flip man in your neighborhood, you can't go get working capital.
That's real smart.
But think about it from a realtor perspective. You know what I mean? From a realtor perspective, if I needed to buy a property and I need 10 grand on cash on hand, working capital will give me the ability to walk in the bank, get the money I need to flip this, to secure the land, flip it, sell it for a profit. The bank get their portion back, and I got my profit. That's what working capital does.
None of my money.
I didn't have nothing to my money. That's what working capital does for the business. I used to, visit family members, and I'm like, how y'all flipping, properties this quick? I'm like, man, we don't use our own money. The bank said they need 10,000 cash. We run up here. We have an established relationship with the bank.
They know we good. They know we good.
Bring it back to them.
Yeah, and they can see the history here because I have credit.
Right. Here it is. They gave me X amount of time to pay the loan back, but I'm paying it back within that time frame. So I never paid
money.
interest.
You ain't even have.
There you go. Nobody pays interest. I've had credit cards for years and never paid an interest on them.
Give me a couple of variables. If they might say I don't have it, or they say I do have it, like what do I say next?
Well, they're gonna have it. They already have the merchandise you're about to buy. You want to establish net 30 accounts. Net 30. Net 30. This is what people call your tier 1. So you're going in, you're buying merch, and you're able to take that merch on hand without having to pay the day of. It gives you a little time to flip it and then repay it. At the same time, you're establishing a relationship with them, and they're giving you the ability to have your relationship reported, and you're building your business credit.
And they're reporting it to who exactly? Duns & Bradshaw? Or?
Duns & Brad is one. You have Experian.
Okay.
They have a business portion.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was all personal.
No, it's not personal. They have a business side of it, and it works different. The business credit score is I think the max is like 400 or 500. Versus the 800 that you would get with personal credit. The whole goal is for you to establish the business, get the accounts, and not have to be a personal guarantee on it. You don't want to have any personal liability with your business. So establishing the tier 1 and tier 2 accounts will allow you to walk in to the bank in about 6 months to say, hey, if I wanted to get working capital at the amount of $200,000 or $300,000.
So you say working capital?
Yeah, working capital.
That's what I should say. Because what I'm trying to get is an intellectual verbiage when I go in there. So, because a lot of times people take you serious or they don't take you serious based off the intellectual verbiage that you use. So I go in there and say, I'm trying to get business
working capital. Yeah, working capital is going to give you the ability to operate without having sales in the bank just yet. You know they're coming, but I don't have to wait to cut 10 heads to get what I need for the business. You feel me? Or pay salary on the business. And it helps establish where you're going. With a couple of savings and a couple of business practice where you're putting things up for reserve, then you can get to where you don't need working capital. But depending upon the loan type, working capital work like this. We'll front you $10,000 this week, but you pay us back in 3 weeks. Or it could be we'll front you $200,000 or $300,000 and you pay us back over time. I would pray that everybody have a high yielding checking account with
Charles Schwab.
Yep, there you go, bro. You said it for me. Thank you.
I know what you're talking about.
They have a checking account. You got one?
Yep.
Man, it's the best thing popping.
That should be crazy. Yeah, because you can still invest with it.
Right. You can still invest with it, and it's high yielding interest. Money should be making money for you. That's all it should do. That's all money needs to do is make more money. So that's why credit is key. I use the credit to multiply money in other areas.